you never know what past is waiting for you. So that's kind of been an underpinning of what is going on here. But subtly, more subtly, in the role that I have, I just as a human.
Necessarily just about this larger thing that we are doing, being strategic about, but how are you independently actually making sure that you are valuing the people and the creators around you? How are you as arts organizations also trying to make sure that you are part of the equitable aspect? I guess part of it is that we all need to make sure that we are treating as many people and as many communities with as much equity and respect as possible, and hope and believe that it will be coming back to us. I think there is one last poll today, because I think it's important in order for us to know what was the last idea or one idea that is most resonating with you after today's summit. So if you continue to do that while I tried to wrap up from today. And first of all, I want to thank you. Thank you for hanging in here. Thank you for your thoughts, your passion for this work. Thank you for your open-mindedness and creativity and your challenging. Thank you to Houston Arts Alliance and Cynthia Woods Mitchell Center for the Arts and for their donations, and for Kickerland for their donations in order to make this event happen. I think today we've had a lot of conversations, or there's been a lot of conversations about connectivity, about partnerships, and about translation. And I think that translation is something that has been very important to me in thinking about our work. I do not think that the conversation today about creative economies I also believe that it also can run parallel to the conversation about aesthetics and about the value of intrinsic value of art. I think that those are not mutually exclusive. I do think that we also needed to think about who, like when Susan asked us who is at the table, are we also asking ourselves who is at the table and who is actually, and are we taking advantage of the data and the opportunities in order to put the data forward and make sure there. And we who are empowered to look at this, are we asking the questions as who's not part of that conversation? As we all have seen, that this conversation continues to move forward, and hopefully it has been incremental, or maybe it's even been, leaps over in certain areas. We are at a time after our cultural plan with our new mayor and with the economy as it is right now, and with the people who are coming into this city and the revitalization of certain parts of downtown and certain parts of this city in order to understand the strategic worth of our creative industries. We've had these moments before. What did we do with them? This conversation could have happened 20 years ago, 15 years ago, and 12 years ago. What are we doing in order to make sure that this is not the same conversation that we're having 5 years from now? So, on that really cheery note, I think that we've done a lot today in order to do that. I think that we've heard from some experts who have actually shown it in the field and how they do their work. I think that we've seen innovative practice here in Houston. We know there's innovative practice that's happening in our region. And how do we recognize it and validate that? We will continue to do that here with the Center for Arts Leadership. We, at the University of Houston and the College of the Arts, will continue to try to build a whole new multiple pathways in order to make this happen. But it is also our partnerships and our collaborations with you in order to make sure that we can take advantage of this strategic moment. So with that, we know that there is going to be, Americans for the Arts is doing a creative impact study. And that means that it's going to be surveys. And I know you all hate surveys. However, those surveys are important in order to demonstrate what the impact is for those nonprofit arts organizations. So please take a few minutes out in order to do that. This is not about necessarily taking money away from anybody. It is hopefully creating new opportunities in order to leverage new monies and different monies into the creative economy. So think about what those opportunities are that we have. It's not just Americans for the Arts. It's not just the moment with, it's going to happen on every level that we need to do, on an interpersonal level and on organizational level. And so I'm excited that you all have spent your day here today in order to demonstrate that you are ready for this challenge and you're able to move forward with that. So again, thank you all very much for being here. And I'll see you at Mongoose versus Cobra.